this is Ms. Serratis. In this video, we're going to look at the CMS Computer Store. So go ahead and go to your Google Classroom and open up the assignment. And then you want to scroll down to where it says Create and open up Sheets. And as you know, it's going to attach a file with your name on it. So go ahead and open that. And so for the first part of the assignment, you actually want to type this spreadsheet. So what I recommend you do is pause the video now, type just this top half, and when you are done typing the top half, come on back and we'll do the directions together. See you soon. Welcome back. So for the directions, I didn't tell you how wide to make the columns. So basically just make sure that everything fits. If things aren't fitting, we can go ahead and adjust them. One thing keep in mind is some students make the mistake when I say make sure everything in column A you can see. They think I also am referring to this subtitle, and I'm not. I just mean these row headers right there. So as long as all of these words can show, miscellaneous being the biggest one, you're fine. It doesn't need to go also showing the words in row 1 and 2. Okay, let's start with the directions. Some of these things are just common sense from how to apply formatting in Google Docs, so we'll go through it. So direction number 2, select A1, that's the title right here, and change it to a font called Bookman Old Style. This is the font button. You have tons of fonts to pick from. Bookman Old Style happens to be on the top for me. You'll have to search yours. Mine's at the top because I've been using it. Direction number 3 is to change the font size, that's this one here, to 14. So I go ahead and click 14. Number 4, you want to select A2. So I just kind of used my arrow key to go down. And you want to make that one also Bookman Old Style. And size 12. Number 5 is something new, and it's called Merge and Center. So it's actually a 2-step process. So what I'm going to do is select the range A1 through G1. And this here is the Merge button. And when I click on it, it looks like nothing happened. Let me undo. This is the undo button. And let me show you what actually happened. First, we have these cells, A1, B1, C1, D1, E1, F1, and G1. Whew! And when you merge, so I'm going to select them again, what they do is instead of having all these individual cells, you now have one big cell. Then to center it, you have to go to the alignment button and go ahead and click on the center button. The next direction, which is actually 6, is to merge and center the A2 through G2. So again, 2-step process, hit the merge button and then go to your alignment and hit the center button. So what I recommend you do now is pause the video and go ahead and catch up on these directions. You don't always have to keep up with me. You feel free to pause anytime that you want to and come on back. Okay, I'm ready to start with number 7. So number 7 is asking me to select B5 through G5. And I could also, and also wants me to do B11 through G11. So the way that I select both of these ranges at the same time is first select B5 through G5, press and hold down the Control key, CTRL, and then do the next range, B11 through G11. So now I've got them selected, and I let go of the control, as you can tell. Now that I have them selected, what I want to do is, it says to bold, so the bold is this one, and then I need to do the center. So there's the center. Now, number 8 wants me to just do A5 and A11. So I hit the A5, press and hold down my control, do the A11. In this case, I'm only bolding it, I'm not centering it. So I will make sure that just the months are centered, not A5, not the word income, and not the word expenses. Number 9, change the font color. So we are going to select A5 through G5. I'm going to press and hold down my control. And you don't, if you're not comfortable doing both ranges at the same time, you could do one at a time, that's fine. So I let go of my control, and it says for me to choose a font color. So this here is actually, it's called the text color. And so you could select a color of your choice per the directions, but I recommend you stay away from light colors such as white or yellow. I need to be able to see it. And the reason why I point this step out is some kids think that the bucket will apply a font color, but what the bucket does is it fills up the background. And for this direction, I'm not looking for the background. I'm just looking for the words to be filled in. Okay. I'm going to pause for a moment. Let me actually undo that. I'm going to pause for a moment, and you should as well, so that you can continue doing what, catch up on the steps. I apologize for that. As you can tell, the bell rang. So let's just get back to where we were. So I'm going to pick up with direction number 10, which is to apply the currency style. So currency style, when you hear the word currency, hopefully you think about dollar signs and money. And it's important to do that so that your audience, whoever's looking at this document, will know what these numbers represent. You're defining your units, and you are actually talking about money. So I'm going to go ahead and select range B6 through G6, press and hold down my control, and then go B12 through G12. And to apply the currency style, just look for this button that looks like a dollar sign and you hit it. Notice when you do hit it, you do get decimals as well. So the next direction is actually asking you to eliminate those decimals because there's no sense. There's no change. It's all zeros. There's no need to have it. So what I'm going to go ahead to get rid of it is click on this button here, which is the decrease decimal places button. If I hit it once, notice it gets rid of 1 0. I have to hit it twice to get rid of both zeros. Moving on, direction number 12 is to apply the comma style. So what I need to do now is select range B7 through G8, and I'm going to hold down my control and then go ahead and select this range down here, which is B13 through G16. Let go. And there's no comma looking button at the top. But if you go to 1, 2, 3, the drop down arrow provides more formatting. And there's nothing here that actually says comma. Because we're dealing with numbers, I like to use the one that's called financial. There are others I could have used. I could have used just this number one because I see it has a comma on it. I could have done that if I'd like. But whenever I'm dealing with money, I like to hit the financial. When I click on it, please notice that it did actually add the 2 decimals as well. And I'm going to use the decrease decimal button, hit it once and twice to get rid of it. And some of you might ask, well, why did you select these numbers on the bottom? There's no need to put a comma, because if you format them all at the same time, they line up perfectly. So this is what your finished product should look like. So once you have completed it, go back to your Google Classroom, make sure to hit the turn in, and you are set. Good luck.